It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Second down and a yard. This one out quickly to Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get touchdown!
A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a player for any opponent. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the
touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
34 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Going to begin the drive here in Madison. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because...
And now the rookie's free. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Minnesota.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And it's a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He's going to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And he's forced to throw it away and try to get something.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24 now, here's second down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my
Hurts fumbles it. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Cousins now from the 50. First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Second down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On first down, Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they get it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's not like we can freeze this defense. We gotta make love. We are scoring on this drive. I keep it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with it. Shot to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This is caught by Addison. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And there's a pretty play for Madison who seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce, and Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over that time. It's going to lead to third down.
The first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him play in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Keep it up. Let's get in that end zone. Don't let him get through.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Gets by him at the 25. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's going deep for Brown. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Now Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. So give him 5 yards here and then pitch and catch. That will bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Taken down at the 42.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Addison hauls it in. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Cousins. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer that falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That would do it from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Jordan Addison. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Eagles 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got...
There he goes, right side. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Madison running on first down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cousins now. He gets it to Addison. Into space at the 45. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick-6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On the handoff, it's Madison, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Play action now. Cousins completes it to the fullback hand. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's always a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 31 yards. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
43, Eagles 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was Kirk Cousins, the veteran, who really led the way.
Yeah, this was a game for the ages, wasn't it? 6 touchdown passes. He had this offense running to its absolute peak efficiency. And I tell you what, that's as good a game as you'll see at the quarterback position.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.